All right, guys. Now that we understand Flex Box, so let's look at how we can use it in project. So I'm going to build projects such as this one here, just this particular one. So that's what we're going to be doing in the next 1 hour or more. So go to your Visual Studio Code. I already have a folder that I created here. So I already have a folder that I created here. So in this folder, I have some images here. So the project we want to create is you can find it in frontendmentor.io or something. So so I have all the things that I need here. So I'm going to, while I'll be posting this video on YouTube, I'm going to make the images available on the description section. On the description section, I'm going to make the images available. So I make the images available so you can download and also practice along. All right. So let's move on. So for the grid item, we are going to look at that later. So once we are done with grid, once we are done with this, probably in the next class, we are going to. So once we are done with the project in the next class, that's tomorrow, we are going to look at grid and how we can turn the project from flex to what grid. All right. So let's move on. I'm going to create a new file. I'll call it index, or let me just call it product. Yeah, product.html. Then I also create another comment. Okay, I'll create another file. Yeah, I'll call it product.css. All right, good. So let me generate my boilerplate, and I'm going to call this product page. So I will link my CSS. So the name of my CSS file is product.css. So I have to change it from style here to what product. Good. So I'll come here, I'll do CSS reset. So I'll just do margin to be 0, padding to be 0, then box sizing to be what? Border box. Box sizing to be border box. All right. Hold on. So let's just come here. Let me give the body a background color of, let's say, blue. Let's see if it is working. So I'll come here, open with live server. All right, good. It is working. It's working. Okay, let's move on. All right, let's go to our HTML. Now, if you analyze this website, this page, this product page, you notice that the body has a background color. Then in the body, aside from the body having the background, a certain background color, then we are going to have a container that is going to hold this product part, this product display part, and the cart. So this cart is a container on its own. Then this product display is a container on its own. So the two container will be in a parent container. You get that now? It will be in a parent what container. So that's what we want to look at now. So I'm going to use HTML semantics for this instead of normal div. I'm just going to use main. So I can give this main an ID of main or ID of what container or whichever one or main. Then I'm going to have two section. So I'll say section. So this section is going to be product section. So it's going to be product section. What am I doing? Sorry. It's going to be product section. So product section. Then we have another one, section, then dot cat section, like this, so that we're good to go. Then what are we going to do next? I'll come here, I'll do like an h2. I'll call this desert, and here I'll also do a div. I'll call it div dot product container. You see that? Because in this product section here, we have like an h2 and also a container that is holding this product, this product that we have here. So that's why we have to put it. We have to do this. Then I'm going to have an article. So I can use D for this, but there's no need. I want an article, so I'll just call this. I'll give it a class of product card. Product card. Then and I'll have an image here. So I already have the images here. So I'm going to make it available the moment I'm posting this video on YouTube. So I'll do dot image. So I'm going to, I think that should be image waffle or something. Okay, let me type it here. Waffle desktop. So I'm just going to give it image. Then the next thing we are going to look at is an H5. I'll call this waffle. Then H4, it should be like waffle with berries, and then a span tag. I'll give it a class of price or product price. So here is going to be 6.50. Then we're also going to have like a button. Have a button. I'm going to call this button class of add to cart. Yeah, add to cart. Then in this button, observe what we have here. This button is having let me zoom this a bit. Can you see? The button is having a text and what, an image. So the only thing, so you see they are the same except from this part here that is having this. I get. So all right, let's move on. Then I'm going to have an image tag here. Images, and that should be icon add to cart. So let me just call this cart. All right, we are good to go. I think that's all. So come to the product CSS. Or before then, there's a font that I want us to use. So I'll just come here, search for Google Fonts. Search for Google Fonts. I already taught you how to use Google Fonts. So if you are watching this video for the first time, please go back to the beginning of the class. So I have it selected here. So but let me remove it and let's start from beginning. So come here, search for red art text. Yeah, this part here. Search for it. Then click on get fonts. Then get embedded code. Click on it. So we can either embed the code, can either use a link or an import. So let's use a link this time around. So I'll come here, I'll go to my product HTML page. So I'll come here, I'll just do I'll create a comment. To create a comment, the shortcut is control then forward slash or command forward slash. So I hold on to control key then forward slash. So press enter to create a space, another enter, a tab. So I'll say Google Fonts. So I'm going to paste what I copied there. You see that? Good. All right. So the next thing is I'll come here. I'll copy. I'll come down. I'll copy the font family. I'll just come here. That's the only thing I'm interested in. Control C to copy, and I'll go to my product.css file. Then I'll paste it for the universal selector. So the font family is going to affect all the text HTML, all the HTML element that is a text. All right, I think we are good to go. So let's do some other stylings too as well. Um, I'm going to do HTML. Let me do this HTML. I'll give it a font size of 62.5%. So this 62.5%, the equivalent is the equivalent is 10 pixel. You see that now? It's 10 pixel. So equivalent of 62.5% is what 10 pixel. All right. I'm going to explain this in details when we move to responsive design. So all right. I don't think I need this body aspect anymore. So I'm going to create a root here. So I'll do root. I'm also going to explain this root. Don't worry, I'm going to explain it. So I'll do dash red, and I'll do this. So 1486. Or you know what? For us to be very fast with this, I'm just going to copy and paste. So hold on, let me pause the video. So this is it. All the colors that we're going to be using for this project has been selected. So you might be wondering, what's the meaning of this? Coach Joshua, you haven't taught us this. All right, relax. Come to the readme. Yeah, I'm going to now explain what is CSS variables, because what you're seeing here are CSS variables. So now look at this. It says CSS variables, also known as CSS custom properties. They are a way to store and to reuse values in CSS. So let's say, for example, all of these color values that we have here, we can have a way of storing it somewhere, then use them in uh in any selector. Please hold on. So okay, welcome back. So all of these color values that we have here, we can have it store in a root selector root. We have double column root. So here it says that it is a way to store and to reuse what values in CSS. Values in CSS. It says that they allow you to define a value once. Please take note. It allows you to define a value once and use it throughout your CSS code, making it easy to maintain and to update your style. Take for example, you have this color here. Let's say you are using this color in different or in multiple places in your CSS file, and something happened. You want to change the color. Maybe that's not the actual color you want to use. Now you want to change the color. So you have to go to those multiple places where you use what the color. Then you now begin to change them one after the other, which is very wrong. So that's the essence of CSS variable, whereby you can have all the properties that are going to be using stored in one place. You get that now? So you are going to have it stored in one place. So if you are going to be using the property or the value of this color now, you are just going to be referencing what the name, the variable here. Can you see dash dash red, dash dash green? So even though you want to change the color value, you just come to where you have it stored and change what the value. So you can see that it makes it easier to maintain and to update what your style. It now says variables are defined using the dash dash syntax, followed by a name and a value. So something like this dash dash primary color, then the value. It says you can then use the variable in your CSS code with what the var function, this variable function, the var function like this. So let's say, for example, you want to define the background color. Okay, we are going to look at that, but just know that they are powerful tools for creating consistent and reusable what tools. So aside from that, variables can be used for colors, fonts, spacing, and more. It's not just limited to colors alone. You can use it for fonts, you can use it for spacing, you can use it for any other CSS property that you know you are going to be reusing multiple times. You can just have it stored in one place and use it by referencing what the variable name. You see that now? So that is what we have here. So I'm going to make the background color look like this because we have a background color that looks like this. Can you see the background color? So we're going to change this and make the body to have that background color. I think the background color is rose red. So I'll come here, I'll do body. Now, how do we use it? I'll just say background color. So background color, then I will type var. So it will bring out all the variable names. So I'm interested in rows 100. So if I save now, look at what we have. It has changed. You see that? So now let's style this. Let's style this. I think we are not even done with the CSS. I'm sorry for the HTML. The button tag here, I only have the image inside of it. Then I'm supposed to add something like add to, what do you call it? What is it? Add to cart, something like that. So I'll do add to cart. All right, let's save. Let's go back to our CSS. Um, I'm going to select the main tag here. Where is it? So it has an ID of main. I'm going to select it here. So I'll do hashtag main, and I'm going to give it a max width. Let's give it a max width of 900 pixel. Then a width of, let's say, 90%. Then I'm going to give it a margin. So margin top and bottom, I'll give it like 40. I'll give it like 40. Let's just say 4 rem. All right. And auto, you might be wondering what's the meaning of rem. So let me just be introducing all this relative unit to you before I treat them in proper. So 4 rem simply means we already set the default font size of our HTML elements. This is the default font size of the root to what? 10 pixel, and the equivalent of 10 pixels was 62.5%. So we set the default font size of the root to what? 10 pixel. So when we say 4 rem, 4 rem simply means 4 um 10 pixel in 4 times. So that's 4 times 10 pixel. That's 40 rem. That's 40 pixels. So the equivalent of 4 rem in pixel is what? 40 pixel. Since the default font size for our HTML root is what? 10 pixel, we set it by default to be what? 10 pixel. I think the default normally is 16 pixel, but I had to set it to what? 10 pixel, which is 62.5%. So I'm going to explain all of this in details, but just have this just have this knowledge that 4 rem simply means 40 pixel. You see that now? 40 pixel. So if I save this now, I come here, can you see it has been centered? You see that now? It has been what? Centered. If you use the pesticide now, you see it has been properly what? Centered. All right, let's move on. Then the next thing I want us to look at is, let's select the H2. For the H2, I'm going to give it a margin bottom of let's say 2 rem. That's 20 pixel. So if you save, look at what we have here. I think it's nice. Then let us select the product container. Let's select the product container. Is that what I gave it? Okay, product container. Let's select it. So I'll do dot product container. I'm going to give it a max width of 500 pixel, and before I give it a display of flex or whatever, let me leave it. Let me just give it a max width of 500 pixel. Then let me select the article. Okay, let me give it display flex. All right, display what? Flex. Display flex. Oh, I remember there's still one property I didn't teach you in display in flexbox. Okay, I will teach you that. That's a flex wrap. I just remembered. All right, so I'm going to do this. Okay, article. I'm going to give it the height of auto. Automatic. I don't want to give it a definite. I don't want to give it a a a definite height value, like a fixed height value, like 400 pixel around this. I just want to give it auto. So auto simply means automatic. Auto simply means automatic. You get that now? Auto. So I'll give it a width of, instead of using width, since I've set the box container, the product container to be display flex, and if you look at it here, the article is is the child of what this div that has a class of a product container. So by default, when I set the product container to display flex, then the child inside of it will become a flex item. So as a result, I will be able to use what flex basis instead. So flex basis can be a substitute for what width when we are dealing with flexbox. So I'm just going to set it to 180 pixel. So all right, I set it to 180 pixel. Look at what we have, but apparently it's like the image is bigger. The image is bigger than the size of the article because the image is inside of the article. So the image is bigger than the size of the article. So what I'm going to do is I'll come here, I'll select article, then this image. You see that now? Article, then image. So what does this simply means? This article image. So we are selecting the image that is inside of what article. You get that now? Or let me do this. Let me do a descendant selector. We are selecting the image that is inside of what article. You get that now? So I'm going to set this to be a width of what 100%. So why 100%? If I save this now, you see something. Can you see now? Good. We set the width to be 100%. So what does it simply means? We gave the article a flex basis. That means a width of 180 pixel. And apparently, if you notice, the image was bigger than the width size of the article. So in order for us to be able to make the width to fit in to what, in order for us to be able to make the image, actually the image size to fit into the article, the size that we set for the article, we have to set the width of the image to what 100%. So 100% is going to assume the width of what of its parent element, and the parent element is what the article. You get that now? The width of the parent element is 180 pixels. So 100% simply means the image is going to assume the width of its parent what element. All right, so let's move on. But I'm going to give it this. I'm going to give it a border radius of a border radius. Of course, I have explained border radius. I'm going to give a border radius of 1 rem. So 1 rem simply means 10 pixel. So if you save now, all right, good. Look at what we have. So we're getting there. Then the next thing I want us to look at is don't you think this image is big? I think it's still okay. Then all right, then we'll have another one which is called object fit. Object fit will give it cover. Object fit is similar to what they call that now. It's similar to background size. Yes, I think so. Yeah, is it background size? It's similar to background size. Similar to background size. For background size, we have contain as a value, fit, no, cover as a value. So it's the same thing too for object fit. So apparently, we want the image to fit in appropriately into its parent element. So we have to give it object fit to be what cover. So of course, I explained the meaning of cover and contain in when I was treating background images. So you can browse that and for you to for proper understanding. All right, let's move on. So the next thing we are also going to look at is the H5 now. So let's select the H5. So the H5, I'm going to give it a font size of 1.4 rem. So 1.4 rem, the equivalent of it in pixel is what 14 pixel. So can you see? But I want the font weight to be not be as bold as this. So I'm just going to reduce the font weight. So I'll do font weight to be what 400. So it's going to be normal, and I'm going to change the color to an ash color, something like this. Okay, let me just save it here. Dash dash. Um, Let me say title color, and I do hash C9 C2 C2. All right, let me convert this to EU. All right, good. So I'm just going to come here. Where am I? I will do var. Okay, yeah, title color. So if you save now, and what other thing do we need to do again? So can you see it's showing? Look at it here. Fantastic. All right, let's do imagine top of 1.5 rem. So that makes it as 15 pixel. So if you save, look at what we have. All right, then for the H4, I'll select the H4. I'll give it a font size of still 1.4 rem. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Since I'm repeating font size 1.4 rem two times here, I can do multiple selector. I can come here. I'll just do okay for all the H4 and H5. Let me give it a font size of what? A font size of 1.4 rem. Save. So I'm going to remove this. I'll remove this for H5. I'll remove this for H4. So I'm just going to set the margin to 0.5 rem and 0. So the 0.5 will be top and bottom. So if you save now, can you see? We are good to go. All right, so see, similar to what we have for the image here. And I think it has a background color. The background color should be 500. Let's give it a, sorry, not background color, color. var rows 500, I guess. Let's see how it looks like here. Good. I think that's it. Or no, not 500, 900. Let's see. Okay, good. Correct. And even the type, okay, for the title color, it's not, let me change it from these two rows 500. Yeah, it was 500. I think that's correct. Good, that's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. Okay, let's proceed. Then the next one is to select the span. So I'll come, I think the span is dot product. Okay, product price, I guess. So let's check, let's confirm. Span product price. All right, so I'm going to give it a font size of 1.2 rem, that's 12 pixel. Then a color of dash dash red. Press enter. Then a font weight of 600. So let's save. Let's see how it looks like now. See, better. So let's style this button. Look at the button. Let's style it. Let's style the button. So I'll come here. I'll select the button. I think the button has a class of add to cart, I guess. Where is it? Add to cart. Okay, good. Add to cart. So I'm going to give it a background color. Let's start with the background color of dash dash zeros 50. I guess so. Let's zeros 50, and I'm going to give it a display of block. Then I'm going to give it a width of 130 pixel. Then a height, I'll give it height of auto. Then, so if you save that now, look at what we have here. Still the same. And also for the border, Let's see what we have for the main. The border is okay. So I'm going to select the border. I'll do border 1 pixel solid dash dash rows 900. Sorry, var rows 900. Okay, good. Then, if you notice, the image is inside of the button. Even the add to cart, the text also in the button. So how can we do it? We need to align this horizontally, because if you notice what we have here in the final project, you can see the image here and the add to cart here, the text. So what can we do? Because now you can see the image is on top while the text is on top. So for now, in order for us to make the image and the text to be aligned horizontally, we have to set the display toward flex. You get that now? We say display toward flex. We want to set it to flex. Now watch what we're going to get. Can you see? Now the text and the image, they are in the same direction. So I'm going to make the image smaller. So I'll come here, I'll say add to cart, then image. I'm going to give it a width of 20 pixels and a height of what, 20 pixels. So if you save, let's look at what we have here. Can you see? Very small. All right, good. And I'm going to make, so you can see they are aligned to the left side. That's flex start, the image and the text. So I'm going to center it. So to center it, I will just do justify content. I'll do what, center. So it's going to center it along the main axis, which is horizontally. So see that now. But apparently there's no gap, there's no space between the image and the text. So in order for us to create a space between the image and the text, we have to use what we call gap. So gap, I can give it like 0 0.5 rem. That's like 5 pixel. So it's going to create a gap between the image and what, the text. So I'm also going to give it a padding. I'll do a padding of 0 0.5 rem and a 0. So let's see what we have here. Okay, good. But I'm going to make this border radius of what should I give it now? 20 pixel. I'll give it 20 pixel. Let's see what we have. All right, I think now it's good. But if I hover on it, if I bring my cursor to this button, you can see you're having this angle pointer. I'm going to change it from angle pointer to a finger. So that to do that, I'll do cursor pointer. I do cursor pointer. Look at what we have. You see now, it's better. And I also want, when I hover on it, I want to change the color. You get that now? When I hover on it, I want to change the color of the text. So to do that, I'll do add to cart. When I hover on the add to cart, I want to change the color, or I want to change the border radius color. Let me just do color. I'll change the border radius color um I'll change it to var, I think red. Then I also change the text color to red too as well. So if you save, let me also do a transition here. I'll do a transition. I'll just say 0.4 sec. So all of these I've taught you before. So you can see we are using it now in this project. Can you see? Good. Fantastic. So now the next thing is we want to position this to be at want to, because if you look at the what they call it, this part here, I want to position the add to cart around the image area. Can you see? So how can we do that? It's very simple, guys. So what I'm going to do is so I'm going to go to the article. That's the um article here. I'll go to the article. I'll give it position what, relative, because I want to move the button relative to the article. So to move the button relative to the article, I have to set the article to be what, relative. And then the button now, I will set it to what, position. Okay, let me do it before the transition. I'll set the position to be what, position to be absolute. Now watch, once I set it to be absolute, Can you see? It's still within the flow anyways. It's out of the flow, but let's give it direction. So I'm just going to say, okay, top, let me make it 50%. If I make it 50%, look at what we have. That's moved it. So I think let's look for the right value. So I'll make it 61%. So can you see it's properly centered? Maybe probably for you it might be different, but 61% is okay. Then also for the left, I'll do left to be 50%. 50%. So you can see it's taking it out of it, but that's not what we want. We want to be able to properly center this. So to properly center this horizontally, like to the in the left direction, to properly center it, then we'll need what we call an additional property called transform. Then I'll say translate. So I'll do minus 50%. So you see it will properly center this now. Fantastic. Good. So this is what we have here. Good. So it's similar to what we have here. So even the desert, I think I need to the desert H2 color. I need to give it the H2. I need to give it a color of var. Let me give it rows 900 and a font size of let's say 4 rem. That's 40 pixel. So let's see what we have. Good, good, good. Oh, let me make it 3 rem. Let me make it 3 rem. Okay, good. I think this one is better. So look at what we have. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to duplicate this several times. I'll duplicate this. So I'll come here, I'll duplicate the article now. Come here, copy the article. Come here, I'll do um product 2. I'll paste. So let's go to product 2 and let's see what we have here. Um so that should be cream. I'm changing. So this should be cream. Yeah. So if you save, can you see it's aligned horizontally? The reason is because of I set the product container to be what flex. So let's look at the next one. I'm going to also duplicate these two. I'll change this to product 3. So this one will be macra something, or what did I call, what is it here? Macra. Yeah, if you save, look at what we have. Macra. Then the next one will be duplicate. So this one will be 4. So let's change this from, so this will be Tyrannos or Tyramis, whatever. So if you save, look at what we have. But we want to have just can you see it's shrinking? It's shrinking, and that's not what we want. So we want to have and look at it here is we want to have 3 items in a row. So how can we achieve that? How can we achieve that? So to have 3 items in a row, first of all, for the article, I will set flex shrink to what is 0. So I don't want it to shrink at all. So if you save now, can you see it's not shrinking? See that now it's not shrinking, but it has shoot beyond the size of the product container, because if you look at the product container, we give it a max width of about 500. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do flex wrap, because once the flex item is shooting beyond the width of the parent item, we can do flex wrap. So say we want to break it down. So I'll say flex wrap. So by default, the value is what no wrap. So I'll make it what wrap. So let's see what we are going to get now. Can you see? It is what wrapping. It is wrapping. So let me increase this to, let's say the value to, let's say 600. I guess if I increase it to 600, we can we'll be able to have 3 items. So then I'll do display. I'll do justify content to be space between. Let's do space between. All right, let's see. Good, good. See, it's better now. Good. And let's see, gap to rem. Let's see. It's going to create a column gap here. Okay, let me call it column gap. Column gap to rem. Let's see. Okay, it's not showing. Okay, let me just remove it. Oh, let's just do gap. So this gap is going to be for both horizontal and vertical. So we'll make it better. Can you see? You can see gap here. See that now? You can see gap here. That's what we have here. So let me increase it a bit. Let me make the gap 3 rem. So it's going to be that's 30 pixel. So if you save, the gap, there's a lot of gap here. So I'm going to now, I'll keep duplicating. So this will be 5. This I'll call back something. Yeah. Then another one. This will be 6. Then we have Marie Kimerin. Then we have another one. This will be cake. Then another one. This will be brownies. When we are building this with React, it's going to be quite simple. Quite simple. Um, this will be Pana something. Yeah. So if you save now, look at what we have. These 3 items. Good. See? Good, 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 good. So we are good to go. So the next thing is to create this other part, this cat menu here, this part. So let's see how we can do it. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. So I'll come here. So after that's this section here. So what do we have here? We have your cat. So I'll do h2 your cat, your cat 7. Yep. Okay. Let's clear the space. Then I will now do cat container. No, cat container. So I'll just do a div dot cat container. All right. So let me just do div. I'll call it cat items, and I'm going to have okay. Mm, all right. So let's analyze this. Let's analyze this. Come in. So we are going to have like a div that will hold this. Then okay, let's see. So I'll have a div here. I'll call it I can't think of a name now, but so I'll say paragraph. Then the next one will be 1x. This is looking like a table element. Hold on, please. Let me pause the video to analyze this. All right, so we have all of this here. So let me show you what I did here. So I have a div. I give it a class of cart container. Then we'll now have a cart item here. So in the cart item, we have a div. So the div is holding the card details. So this part here, the card details, this particular part here. Then we now have the cancel button there or the remove item. So in the cart details, we have a paragraph to hold the name of the product. So I can give it a class of product product name. Then we now have a div that will hold the number of the number of products here. So I'll call it a class of product, or instead of product, I'll call it item name, then item number. Then here I'm going to give it class of item price, while this will be item total price. See that now. So if you save, so let me just give this div a class of um item price. I guess so. Price or item price wrapper. Yeah. So I think we are good to go. And also for the span, let me give it to remove item. So this is what we have by default. This is what we have by default. So I'm just going to duplicate this. Okay, before we duplicate, let's look at how it looks like here. Can you see how it looks like? Very good. This is how it looks like. So I'm just going to give it a background color. So I'll come here. That's for the cart container. Come here, select the cart container. So I'll do cart container. I'll give it the background color white. So background color what? White. So I don't have the white saved in my root. So background color of white. So look at what we have here. Let's make what is it? The product cart container. I'm going to make it. Is it product cart container? Yes, the main. The main is holding the product container and the cart container. So I'm going to make it display of what? Flex. I'll make it display flex, and I'll do justify content to be space between. Let's see. Can you see now? There's a cat. All right, good. So let me give the cat, since the main section is 900 and the product, okay, let me give it something like 200. Cat container to be like, let me do flex basis 200 pixel. 200 pixel, let's see. I think it's good. From what we have here, it's good. And I will do padding top and bottom 1 rem. Left and right, let's see what we have. Okay, left and right, let's just do 0.5 rem. And border radius, let's do 10 pixel. So if you save, look at what we have here. Good. Okay. Then Let's see for the H2, where is it? So I'm going to select, so this H2 is going to have a different color. So I'll just do dot cat container, then H2. So I'll give it a color of var red. So if you save now, look at what we have here. It's not showing. Why is it not showing? Oh. It's, I was supposed to select the cat section. Sorry. This is supposed to be for cat section, not cat container. Cat section. My bad. Cat section. Then here, cat section. Yeah, cat section. So if you save, now look at good. It's better. So this is too small. Let me make it 250 instead. The flex basis to be 250. Uh, all right. Then I will reduce the font size to be, let's say, 2 rem. That's 20 pixel. Good. Think I need to give this 1 rem instead of. Let's do 1 rem on all side. All right, good. Fantastic. So for the cart container, if you look at the cart container, we're having this and this here. So I'm just going to select the cart container. I'll do cart container and I'll give it display of flex. So now let's see what we have. Can you see cart container? I hope I'm correct. Container. Yes, I'm correct. So if we refresh, something is wrong somewhere. Let me just copy this. All right, good. So this is supposed to align these times here. Why is it not so? Hold on. Okay, it's not supposed to be cart container. What is wrong with me? It's supposed to be cart item. Yeah, cart item. Let's see. Good. Now do justify content space between. Good. Look at what we have here. Good. All right. Then for the cart details, I'll come here. I'll select the cart details. Cart detail. So I'll also do display flex. So if I do display flex, what is it? Why am I having cart detail display flex? Uh huh. Okay, not cart details. Item wrapper. Yes, item wrapper. Sorry about that. So let's see. All right, good. It's better now. I'm going to give it. So I'll select the item num. So I'll do dot item num. So I'll give it a color red and let's see. Then the margin left of, let's say, 1 rem. So let's see here. Not margin left, sorry, margin right. Margin right of 1 rem. So let's see. Good. Good, 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 good. Good. Let me make this align items to be center. Also, for where I have these to align items. No, I don't want. Okay, let's leave it. Then I'm going to do a font size for where is it? For the item name dot item name. I'm going to give it a font size of 1.6, 1.6 rem, and a margin bottom of 1 rem. So let's see what we have. It's too much. Margin bottom of, let's say, 0.75 rem. Okay, I think it's okay. Um, let me make it 1.4. Then font weight, I make it 500 instead. I see. Okay, I think this is better. This is better. So let me see how many minutes I have left here. Okay, I have less than 2 minutes. You know what? I'll finish up the video, then you can go back to the YouTube. I'm going to upload it on YouTube so you can go and finish it from there. All right. So instead of sending another link. All right. So let's proceed. So we have this. Um, I'm also going to make this font weight of font size of 1.4 and font weight of 500. You can see I'm repeating myself here, but let's just leave that. So I think that's okay. Then for what again? Let's see. I need to give this a color of dash dash. I think for 900. I think it's okay. Instead of 900, let's see. Okay, 900 is better. Then for the product name, okay, product pricing and total products. I'll just do dot item price. Sorry, item price, comma, and I dot item item total price. Total price. I'm going to give it a font size of this and a color of 500. Let's see. Good. I hope it's not too big. I think it's big. Oh. It's big. So let me remove this. Let me make it 1.2 instead. 1.2 is okay. Or 1 rem. Okay. So let's do a gap. So I'll just come here, I'll do dot item price. I'll do a margin left or right. Okay, margin right of, let's say, 1 rem. Let's see what we are going to get. Okay, no, no, no. I want 0.7 rem. Okay, I think this is okay from what we have here. Okay, let me make this 0.5. Then for this part here, I'm going to give it a font weight of 500. So if you save, aha. So this one is bold. Okay, let me increase it to 600. Yeah, this one is bold. Good. We are getting there, guys. are getting there. And also for the cart items, let me say align items to be center it, so we are good to go. And mm, instead of using a remove item here, I can use um let me just use a times instead, or x like this. If I save, let me use x. Good. So remove item, copy, come here. So I'm going to do display block, font size 1.4 rem, then color dash dash. I think this, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what we have here. Okay, good. And I'm going to do a width of, let's say, 20 pixel, height of 20 pixel, and a border of 1 pixel solid dash dash 500. Let me put in a var dash dash 500. So I'll do, so if you save that now, look at what we have here. Can you see? We have it now in a box. So I'm just going to center it. I'll do display flex. I'll center that item properly. So I'll do display flex, justify content, center, align items, also what center. So it's going to center the X in its box. So I'm going to I'll make the border to be completely circle. So I'll do 50 what percent. So if you save, look at what we have here. See now, fantastic, I guess. Then I'll do cursor pointer. I hope I don't select any span tag here. Alright, good. Cursor to be what? Pointer. If we save, look at, good. For coming, should I just use the image? The BG remove. Wait, let's see if the BG remove will work. See if it's going to work. BG remove. Where is it? So let's see. Think it's okay. Let's just use the image. So when I over on it, so that remove item over. Now over on it, I want to change the color to dash dash. Sorry, the border radius, border color. Sorry, to dash dash 900. So let's do a transition here. 0.3 sec. So we save. Come here. See, think it's good now. It's better. So we're almost done. So we just need to replicate this several times. One, two. So let's move on. So where is it? For the cart item, I'm going to come here. I'll do item 2. What did I do here? Okay. So here is going to be vanilla, vanilla, um, beans, creamy. Okay, you know what? I'm coming. I think I already have it here to save time. Yes. Okay. All right. Then the next one. Okay. Good. 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 The next one will be vanilla banana cotta or something. Where is it? This copy. Let me paste it somewhere. Okay. Mm, okay. Good. See, it's better. So for the cart item, so is it? So I'm going to do a border bottom of 1 pixel solid, then var that should be 500. Let's see. Okay, good. No, not 500. Let's do 100. Okay, good. Then I'll do a padding bottom. Padding bottom of 1 rem. So let's see. Good. Then a margin top of 1 rem as well. Can you see? Fantastic. Fantastic. So good. So we're almost there. So for the cart section, let's give the height of auto. Let's see. Okay, it's not working. All right. Or fit content. Right. Okay, good. Cart fit content. Okay. Then the next one we are going to look at is this total. So I'll come here. I'll create. I'll do a div. I'll call it total order. So this total order. So I have this total order title and then the price. So let's just do this. So I'll come here. So total order title. So I want total order title to be the same with the same styling with this. So I'm just going to do this total. So it's going to be total um, order title. So if you save, let's see what we have. Good. So it's supposed to be order title. Okay, order total. Sorry. Then for the total order price, I'll come here. I'll give it the color of over, let's say 900, a font size of 3 rem, and a font weight of 600. So let's see. The 3 rem is too much, or 2 rem instead. Okay, good. So I'll just do display flex here. As it total order. So I'll come here, dot total order, and I'll do display flex. Oh, I think I already have it. Wait, I already have it in the cart item. Where is it? Okay. Okay, let's just do it here. Let's do it here. Display flex. Justify content. Space what? Between. Align items to be what? Center. So if you save, voila, look at what we have. Let's do a padding top and bottom, 1 rem, left and right is 0. So let's see. I think this is okay. This is okay. Then the next one will be okay. I'm getting there. Mm, okay, let's just do the button instead. Let's do the button. So I'll come here, I'll do button. That's let's see what we have here. So I'll just say class of confirm, or let's just do order btn. So here we have confirm order. Yeah, good. Confirm order. I guess yes, confirm order. So I'll come here. If you save this now, this is what we have here. So I'll come here, I'll do dot order btn. So I'll say border first of all to be none. Border to be none. So if you see nothing there, then background color. What do we have here for the background? It's looking like red. So I'm going to say background color dash dash what? Red. Then the color will be what? White. So if you save, look at what we have. Good. So I'm going to do width to be 100%. So it's taking 100% width. So it's going to be we'll do padding 1 rem. Let's see. All right, good. Now do border radius to be 2 rem. So let's see if that 2 rem, that's 20 pixel. I think this is good. This is good. Then I'll do cursor to be what? Pointer. Cursor to be pointer. So if you save, yeah, so this is what we have here. I think it's okay. We are done with this. So this is nice. But the next thing I want us to look at is this. I want this that when I roll to the top, I still want to have this stationed. So I'll come to the card section. Where is it? Card section. Card section. So I'll make this position sticky. And I'll do top to be a 0. So let's see what we have. Can you see that now? So it's sticky. So even when others are scrolling, okay, let me make it 10 pixel away from the top. So you see, aha. So that now, so we are done with our project. Very nice. See that now, or we can alter this second one here because if you look at the second, we have this button here. So let's see if we can alter it. So for the second one, where's the second product? Second product. All right, this is second product. First for the button, instead of having add to cart here, so is this going to be am I going to have an image? Okay. Should we put in a span or image? Okay, let's just do image. Mm-hmm. Decrease. Duplicate this. This will be increase. Then beside it we have something like minus here. So let's remove this add to cart. So if you save, now look at what we have. It's showing, but I'm not seeing anything here. So I have to make, so I'll just come here. Where's my button? So I have to cut here this part. I will just do article end child, the second child. So I'll do the second child. I want to select the button there. So I'll give it a color, no, a background color dash dash red. So if you save, let's see what we have. All right, good. See that? That's what we have here. So I'm not done yet. Let's see. So I'm going to remove the border. So I'll say border to be what? None. So let's see. Right. Or no, let's make it border. No. Let's add border, but I'll just do border color to be transparent. Yes. Border color to be transparent. Okay, good. Then mm, so I'm going to make the image very small. So I'll just come here. Then image. If we do 10 pixel, that's what we have. No. 20 pixel. Uh, no, better. I think I'll better use, instead of using image, I'll use a span and I'll put a dash. Then to save time, and I'll use plus. Okay, good. So let's see. All right, good. So I don't need the image anymore. Okay, so I copy this. When I over on the cart, now over on the cart, I want, because if you notice here, when I hover on the cart, you can see that the item, you're not seeing the item anymore. Why? Because the color has been changed. Because the initial one, the color was what? Red. So I'm just going to do color to be none, or yes, color to be none. No, not none. Let's do initial. So it's going to default to the initial color. See that now? To the initial color. So let's go back to this. I'm going to select this now. So I'll select the span tag. So what I have here for the span, where is it? Where is the span? Is it the remove items here? This part here. I'm going to I don't want to repeat this styling anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'll copy this. I'll copy this. I'll paste it here. Where is it? Multiple selector. So let's see what we have. Okay, good. Think it's better. So the only thing I need to change now is just the coming. The only thing I need to change now is the color. So I'll come here. I'll do color to be dash dash rows 100. Let's see. No, rows 50. Okay. Let me do white instead. White. Why is it not showing? Mm, okay. Probably I will have to copy this. What I don't want to do before, I will have to do it. So I'll remove it. I'll come here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. I'll paste it and then I'll change this to 100. So let's see. Alright, good. Now I'll also change this to 100 too. So let's see. Good. And I'll change the color to 100 too. Good. So we are good to go. But for this one, let me copy this. For the end child, for this one, I'm going to do justify content space between instead. So if I do space between, uh, why is not showing? Because if you look at the article, where is the article? No, is the article? Okay, the button. Sorry, not this one. Let me remove it. So I'll come here, I'll do justify content space between. So let's see. Yeah, good, good. So I'll just do padding is 0. Okay, padding. left and right. um I think I gave it a padding here. Where is it? Padding, add to cart. Where are you? Okay, padding 0.5. So I'll just do 0.5 rem. Then left and right, I'll just do 1 rem. Alright, so let's see. Think it's better. Or 1.5 instead of 1 rem, 1.5. Okay, good. I think it's nice. But let me make this part to be smaller. Let me make it 15 instead. 15 instead. So if I save, look at what we have. I think is better. Is better, 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 better. Alright, so if I don't even want to use justify content, align items here, if I don't want to use it, well, okay, let's just leave it. So if I hover on it, you can see this thing is still changing. I don't want that to change. So let me go to when I hover on this, because you notice when I hover on it here, I want the color to be sort of initial. Let me do onset. Let's see. Still giving me that thing. What should I do? What should I do? Because here when I hover on it, I give it the color of red. Okay, let me just make it var still this. Okay, good. So you see, we're good to go. See that now. Fine. So let's just stop here. Let's just stop here. We're spending too much time already. Let's just stop here. So you see, this is what nice. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is nice. So a lot of CSS styling here. All right. So you can see all the things that we've learned so far. You can see how we have been able to use it on this project. So we've come to the end of today's class. We've come to the end of today's class. All right. So if you notice, hold on, let me inspect this. If you notice, you see, it will break. You see, this is even responsive by default. So it is responsive by default. The product side though is responsive by default. Then we can now work with this later. So by default, the responsive part is the product section is responsive by default. You see that now. It just is your cat that we can alter a bit. You get, we can alter it, we can bring it down. Yeah, but well, let's leave that. So that's it. We have come to the end of today's class. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and comment. All right. Bye bye. We'll see tomorrow.